Dear students, do you remember the mastic activity that we had done in standard 7? Let me remind you once again. Suppose I have some mastics and I have to make a letter L using these mastics. How many mastics in minimum would I require to make one letter L? 2, isn't it? If I require 2 mastics to make one letter L, then how many mastics in total would I require to make 2 L's? 4, isn't it? If we write down this properly, we will get a pattern. So mastics for 1 L is equal to 2 into 1 is equal to 2. Mastics for 2 L's is equal to 2 into 2, that makes 4. Mastics for 3 L's, 2 into 3 is equal to 6. By this time, you must have understood that we are multiplying number 2 with the number of L's that we have to make. So, how many mastics will I require to make 4 L's? 2 into 4, 8. And how many mastics will I require to make 10 L's? 2 tens are 20. And how many mastics will I require to make 35 L's? 2 into 35, that makes 70. By using this pattern, we can find out the number of mastics required to make n number of L's. So, how many mastics will I require to make n number of L's? It is equal to 2 into n, 2n. Such numbers like 2n are called algebraic expressions. And dear students, I am going to start a new lesson, lesson number 9, algebraic expressions and identities. And today I will be dealing with the first part of this lesson, and I am going to tell you what is an algebraic expression, what are the components of an algebraic expression, what are the different types of an algebraic expression. And we are also going to learn what are like terms and what are unlike terms. So let's start. So let's begin with definition of algebraic expression. Now, an algebraic expression is a mathematical statement made up of constants, variable and mathematical operations. Now, I have used some terms, constants and variables. So let us study first what are these constants and what are the variables. And always remember, dear students, that an algebraic expression does not have an equality sign. If we look at this slide, we will understand that the number 2 remains constant. It does not change. Now, what is this 2? These are the number of mastics we required to make 1 L. And the other number n, it changes its value depending upon how many L's we have to make. So, if L is 1, n is equal to 1. If we have to make 2 L's, n becomes 2. If we have to make 3 L's, n becomes 3 and so on. So, in this number 2n, 2 is called a constant. That means which does not change. And n is called a variable. It keeps on changing. Instead of n, we can use any letter from A to Z. Let's take some examples of algebraic expressions and then you will understand much better about these algebraic expressions. Now, I have this number 7x, then 7y plus 8, 3x square plus 4x minus 7, 2p cube plus 4. If you observe this properly, now 7x is made up of only one part. The other one, 7y plus 8, has 2 parts. Third one, 3x square plus 4x minus 7 is made up of 3 parts. Each part is called a term. Now henceforth, I will be using the word term. And all these examples contain only one variable. So the first one, 7x, has only one variable. The variable in the second is y. The variable in the third is x. And here also we have used the power of a variable. Let's see now these examples. We have 3x minus 4y, negative 18a plus 4b, ab square, negative 3xy. So these are the algebraic expressions having two variables. Then we have some more, x plus y minus z, 3a square plus 2b minus 7a, x square yz. Now these are the algebraic expressions using three variables. So you must have understood, dear students, that an algebraic expression can be written using one term, using one variable, two variables, three variables. Sometimes we use power of the variables. We use negative and positive integers. Depending on this, we have different types of algebraic expression. So those algebraic expressions which are made up of only one term are called monomials. Mono means one. Therefore, those algebraic expressions which are made up of one term are called monomials. So examples, 16p, 3x square y, negative 14a square, 5m square n square tpl. So we can have monomials by using one variable, two variables, more than two variables, and we also use power of the variables. The algebraic expressions that are made up of two terms are called binomials. Examples, a plus b, 7x square plus 4x, negative 81m minus 7xy. Then the algebraic expressions with three terms are called trinomials. Example, a plus b minus c, 2t square minus 7t plus 4, negative 8x minus 4y plus 3z. Students, all these expressions in general are called polynomials. So what are polynomials? An algebraic expression containing one or more terms with non-zero coefficient and the variable with non-negative exponent are called polynomials. Now let us study about terms, factors and coefficient. Let's take one example. Look at this expression, 3x square minus 4y plus 8. Now this expression is made up of three parts. Which are the three parts? 3x square, negative 4y and 8. So these three parts are called terms of this algebraic expression. Now this term 3x square is made up of two factors, 3 and x square. The term negative 4y is made up of two factors, negative 4 and y. 8 is a whole number and the factors of 8 are 2 and 4. You can also write as 2 into 2 into 2. The number which is written at the side of a variable is called numerical coefficient. So in the first term 3x square, the 3 is written alongside the variable x square. So 3 is the numerical coefficient. In the second term negative 4y, negative 4 is called the numerical coefficient. Let's take one more example. We have a plus 2b. This is called algebraic expression. It's a binomial. The two terms are a and 2b. Now the term in written is made up of factors. A, there is no numerical coefficient written. So which number is there? It's 1 because 1 multiplied by any other number gives the same number. So the factors of A are 1 and A. The factors of 2b are 2 and b. And which are the numerical coefficient of the first term? It's 1. In the second term, 2 is the numerical coefficient. Now let us study today like terms and unlike terms. Suppose I have 3 pens and I have 2 more pens. How many pens in total do I have? 5 pens. So if I represent each pen by a letter P, then I will get 3p plus 2p is equal to 5p. if you observe these two terms, you will see that they have the same variable. So such terms which have the same variable and the same power are called like terms. Examples: 7xy and 3yx. In this case, if you see, the order of the variable is different. But according to the definition, if the terms have the same variables, so you have to check whether the variables are same or not. So we have 7xy and 3yx. So we have the same variables, though the order is changed. So they are like terms. Let's take second example. We have 14a square bc and 8bca square. In this case also, there are the same variables and the same power, that is a square. So they are also like terms. The terms which have different variables or the different power of their variables are called unlike terms. Example: 5p and 2r. In this case, the one has variable p and another has variable r. So they are unlike terms. Then second example, 7xy and 7pt. If you observe this, there are same numerical coefficient 7, but the variables are different. So this is an example of unlike term. Dear students, remember that we can add or subtract only the like terms and we cannot add or subtract the unlike terms. Today we have learnt what is an algebraic expression, what is the definition of an algebraic expression, what is an algebraic expression made up of, the terms, the factors and the coefficients, and we also learned the different types of an algebraic expression. We also learned what are like terms and unlike terms. Based on this, I have one homework for you. Exercise 9.1 from your textbook, question number 1, 2 and 3. Hope you will refer your textbook, solve exercise 9.1 question number 1 and do the homework. Thank you.